I mean, you couldn't have picked a better person to forget.
When I tell you,
I would forget if I was in your shoes. I would forget that person too.
and see, and this is okay. It also is kind of like it's kind of funny to me because while I was dating this girl, okay, while I was dating her, all of my friends would judge me and tell me, like, I don't know what you see in her. I don't know why you like her. And that's the thing. I don't know why I liked her. While I was still in the, like, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I'm going to be completely honest with you. But it's just like she had me in this manipulative trap to where, regardless of how I felt about her and what I went through with her, I was always in love with her. I was always attracted to her. I think it's because I liked the attention she was giving me, and I liked not even the attention because I truly did love her and I truly did care about her, but I liked the opportunity to feel loved, because with a relationship like that, you don't know what love is. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I did not know what love is, what love was when I was in that relationship. I was just blindly following her and blindly, letting her do the things that she would do to me. And for a minute, I was dead inside. And to this day, I'm not gonna lie, I low key think she is the reason that I am so emotionally numb nowadays. Because when I tell you my emotions were hixed when I first started dating her, when I first, like, because we were off and on. Like, it wasn't like a stable relationship where, like, we stay together for long periods of times. No, we would stay together for like a month, then break up for some stupid shit. And then, like, within a week, we'd be back together. And then another 2 months go by, we break up again. Like, stuff like that. And I'm gonna be so real with y'all. I avoided her for about a year. And then my ass, after the year, ruined my streak of not being with her, not talking to her, blocking her and everything. Ruined it and said, you know what, I miss her. Texted her, got back together, she cheated, and now here I am. Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, it's been an emotional roller coaster. I'll ask this question. Um, would you rather want to speak? Hold on.
You want me to accent, buddy? Would you rather want to speak your mind all the time or not speak at all? And like I said, I didn't write this in the question. I don't think I wrote it. Did I write it in the notes? Or did I write it? Okay. With this question, I mean specifically when you're arguing with somebody. Okay. Because I don't think I wrote it on the paper. But
See, the reason I had a hard time because I was thinking of another question, with mixing words in, because I remember I remember you earlier saying something about, um, uh, would you rather listen to your fucking thoughts of your significant other and stuff like that? I don't know. But yeah, what she said. Would you rather want to speak whatever comes to your mind in an argument or never speak at all?
yeah.
That's the question. I'll go ahead and answer that question first, and then the next one you can answer. Um, speak my mind when it comes to fucking when it comes to arguments, because let me just put the chair down for a second, because this is gonna be some real shit right here. When in relationships, I don't fucking argue. I don't argue unless something comes up and the other person decides to be defensive about it for no reason, gets arrogant to me or whatever. Like, I don't love to argue. I don't make it my mission in relationships to fucking argue, because that's just pointless. Because, like, sure, we're not the same people, but if your relationship is continuing to have arguments back to back to back, and I'll give an example, it starts to get repetitive and it starts to drain you. It starts to, like, bro, do you even really love me? Are you just here to argue? Like, it just starts to get so out of, like, fucking, it was just so out of hand for no reason. And I'll explain to you. I had this one relationship, and this was recently too, that we've done nothing but argue, and this was at the tail end of our relationship. And Brianna, I think you know who it is. We nothing but argued. Like, we called it, like, he called me names. He called me a fucking crybaby because I was overthinking that, because he turned his location off, or something along them lines. Now, mind you, I don't want to talk shit, and I don't like talking shit. And he was an amazing person in the beginning of the relationship and at the end. But it's just, I mean, not at the end, in the middle of the relationship, but once he started getting, in quotes, busy and stuff like that, and hanging around with a certain somebody, it started to get less and less and less. He started talking to me less, being dry, a little bit dry, and everything else like that. Mind you, he said he was busy once, but that was it. And I'm like, how am I supposed to know whether you're busy or not? I don't know. And then we started arguing for no fucking reason. Like, he started fucking coming at my throat for no reason. And I'm like, hold on, what the fuck? And then I argued, and I spoke my mind. I called him some things I should have called him, but, like, it's just, I don't go and make my life mission to argue with people for no fucking reason. If I'm arguing with you, and you're like, or you say something or stuff like that, I'm fighting for myself. When it comes to arguing, I'm fighting for myself, and I'm not only fighting for myself, I'm fighting for the relationship, considering the fact that one fucking word or one sentence can end the relationship. So I don't make it like I said, I don't make it my life's mission to argue. Like, if something, I told each one of my relationships, if you have a problem, speak to me about it. Don't let it drag on and then be mad at me because you didn't speak your mind, and you didn't tell me what was going on or what I did wrong. And then you let it drag on, and then you argue with me for no fucking reason. When I do it again, it's like, it's not needed. Arguments in relationships, sure, it's gonna happen, and you can't control when it happens, or you can't control, like, the severity of it. Well, yes you can. I thought, yes you can. But no matter what, you're gonna argue. But it's up to both of y'all to decide what happens after y'all argue. It's up to, and you know, and I had this one fucking argument relationship, and we were arguing back and forth, and then he called me some nasty ass shit, and so did I. I called him some nasty ass shit after defending myself, basically. And we didn't speak to each other for an entire week. And normally that's something I don't like doing. I don't like doing that shit, because I love to talk to whoever I'm dating or whoever I'm interested in. I love to talk to them no matter what. I want to get to know them. I want to do everything I possibly can to, like, know everything about them. So I love you, I like you more, I love you more, and then we can eventually start kicking things off. Arguments have consequences. If you don't, arguments have consequences no matter what. Even if you start off, even if you end the argument with a positive note, you're still gonna look at each other for a little bit differently. And, like, that's why I said it's not very, like, it's not like, it's like, it shouldn't be fucking, arguments should not be a thing for fucking ever. Or if that makes any sense, because I'm so, like, ugh. I'm sorry, chat. I'm very apologetic. Like, again, my nerves are kicking in and stuff like that. Don't make it your life mission to argue. That's my piece. Anything to add, or would you like me to ask you the question? Or you just answer it?
You could ask me.
All right, period. Okay, this is my question to you. Would you rather want to speak your mind whatever comes to your would you rather speak whatever comes to mind in an argument or whatever, or never speak at all?
You see, I'm the opposite here. See, okay, how I am now, I speak my mind. I try to get my emotions out there as much as possible in the calmest way. But if it turns into an argument to where we're both yelling at each other and calling each other's names and turning into like beasts against each other, then I start to shut down. But I'm still trying to like get my opinion out there, and I still try to get my mind at ease in the situation. But I feel like nowadays, like as I grow and as I like as I grow and as I progress in certain situations, I don't want to speak at all. You know, I don't, because I feel like arguing isn't worth it. I'm going to tell you how I feel the first time, and if you don't take it the right way, or if you don't process it the right way, or if you invalidate my feelings, I'm never talking to you again, or I'm just ending the relationship right then and there. Right. There is I'm going to keep progressively telling you and I'm going to argue with you until you get my point. No, because people just look at you differently and people don't really care about your opinion. Especially when I grew up with arguing parents, and I've watched my mom try to get her point across to my dad thousands of times, and it never works. It never works because he refuses to hear her. He refuses to hear her side of it. He refuses to understand her. And I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want to, because she shuts down. She just stops talking, and she just like, you know what? It'll be better. And that's my mindset at even now. It's like, because I've been in situations and in arguments where it's just like, this ain't even worth it. This shit ain't even worth talking about. If you don't care about my opinion and you openly show me you don't care about my opinion, I am not talking to you. I am not sharing my opinion. I am not, I feel like that at that point, if it leads to us calling each other names, if it leads to us being disrespectful to each other, we should just end that situation right then and there. I'm not saying let it go, let it go and break up. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like right then and there, we go to bed. Now, I don't normally go to bed mad, but if we have to, I will. I'll go to bed, sleep it off. Then the next day or within the couple of days, we can talk it out. And if we don't end up talking it out and the situation gets worse, we break up.
Right.
That's my thing. It's like, I'm not going to sit there and keep telling you and telling you and telling you and telling you with no changes. Because if it changes, this is you telling me you don't care about me. This is you telling me you don't care about what I have to say and my emotions. I can understand if you give it a try and if you're trying to change yourself and if you're trying to progress. But at the end of the day, if you give me zero effort, if you give me zero commitment and even trying to understand my emotions, and then you expect, and here's another situation, you expect me to care about your emotions in that situation because there is a situation and something that somebody told me that I will never get over. Okay? And I will never get over it because that shit was probably the stupidest